Holy Sister by Mark Lawrence is the third and final book of the Ancestor trilogy. I started this trilogy this year, actually. I really enjoyed Red Sister and Grey Sister as well. Holy Sister is a very different vibe. You can tell immediately. I think that Mark Lawrence didn't plan on bookending the entire plot. The first part of the book takes two timelines. There's Nona growing up at the convent, and then they skip forward to present day where one of her friends is battling a small army. And I'm not sure if Mark Lawrence was using that just to sort of tease that, yeah, they're 12 years old now, but later they're going to be badasses, so just, bear with me, I'll give you a little teaser. I'm not sure if he was planning to do that, because the third book kind of has two timelines as well. We're getting basically some of the stuff that happened in between this book and the last book, Grey Sister, and then we're getting also the present day stuff where Nona is basically trying to withstand hordes of invasions. The two countries on the either side of the empire are now invading, and she's got her own mission to do now. And the book seems a little rushed, for sure. There's certain aspects that are just sort of glossed over. A lot of stuff happens off screen, and not off screen, but off page, and that kind of bugged me a little because, the book is only 350 pages. It's the shortest of all three. The first one's like 469, and then 450. So this was the shortest book out of all of them, and it feels it too. It feels like a little thin, and it's very rushed. There's a lot of amazing action sequences in this book, though, like shocking, awe-inspired, cool stuff that it would be really hard to do on a TV show or a movie. So that's why I read, books, because I want stuff like that. And there are a few jaw-dropping scenes in this book, and, but those are kind of like the highlight of the book, because the rest of the book is kind of just smaller things, stuff happening in the shadows. And then they try to awkwardly force in that whole present day situation from the first book. And it just kind of feels a little awkward, and then the book ends, and you're kind of sitting there going there's a couple things didn't really see, and they sort of shoved everything at the end there. And for sure, it's not 100% satisfying, but it's an ending. Also, I didn't like something at the end. The whole technology of the lost age thing, really, I hated it. It's basically near the end of the book, it's not a spoiler, but near the end of the book, they find this thing, and it's super high tech, and it's got defense systems, and it's really high technology from a lost age, but it just feels really anachronistic, and I don't like that. And you could say, oh, it's fueled by magic or something, but they didn't do that. They went for, it's the equivalent of the Lord of the Rings characters walking into a cave and saying, hey, what's this magic? And then he pulls out a scooter, and they start using it, and they're like, it's okay, it's from a lost age, it's from a long time ago, so it's okay. It would just feel weird, so parts of the book had that sort of anachronistic sort of technology thing that I didn't like, that they didn't explain. It got thrown in there. I didn't like that at all. But overall, Holy Sister is the finale. It's definitely the weakest of the three books. It's rushed and little disjointed here and there. I felt myself more interested in the flashback scenes than the present day scenes. And a lot of aspects of the book were definitely glossed over, or just sort of just put off to the wayside, or just not addressed. There's different parts that are very unsatisfying. Mainly the romance, even though I'm not into romance. But you can't just pepper in something small off page and be never reference it again. That's just not fair. So Holy Sister is the finale, and I give it a 3 out of 5, probably. Yeah, 3 out of 5 sounds fair.